right. So I wanted to show this to you guys because, like, I'm just, you know, like, I cannot shake the feeling, and my instincts are usually bang on the number. When it comes to you know, things that are happening in an MK game and that sort of stuff, right? So I did a video, last video I was talking about that possible roster leak. Obviously it's taken with a grain of salt, but the thing that angers me the most is not so much that the leak, it's more like the characters. It's still the Kameo system. I cannot describe, and it seems like it's the general consensus among all MK fans, like whether they're on Twitter, YouTube, and stuff, that this Kameo system is worrying. Because every single one of these characters, even this dude, right? There'll be someone out there that was a fan. They might have been a kid when they were playing as Mocap and they thought he was awesome, you know, and stuff like that. Some personal favorites, obviously, for me is Havoc and Reiko. I'd love to see them back in a modern form, okay? But, like, the Kameo system, I think, is going to be the cheapest, most broken, and just slap in the face to every MK fan out there who has been waiting diligently for characters like Smoke to come back. Now, lest we forget, boys and girls, and those that are confused about which one, that in Deception, they decided to combine Noob and Smoke. If it was such a great idea, they would have kept it. If it was such a great idea to have 3 fighting styles, they would have kept 3 fighting styles by the time they got to Armageddon. But they didn't. They cut it back because it's just too much work. It's just like I like the idea of it from a martial art aesthetic point of view, but it's not necessary, right? Because you're going way too deep into Tekken territory. And I know Ed Boon likes Tekken, and I think that's why, you know, the 3D era became what it was, because they were essentially creating a Mortal Kombat Tekken. That's why Deadly Alliance had dumbed down fatalities. We lost the uppercut, the sweep, things like that, because they were trying to end the 3D movement they added, because they were trying to make a 3D Tekken, you know, less violent version, right? Like, you know, like a dumbed down version of Mortal Kombat, more in the vein of Tekken. And then when Deception came out, they obviously listened to the feedback and changed so much. Like, it was just like, they're like, okay, fine, we'll give you what you want. You know, thank you. Thank you. I mean, do you want to make money? Right? Now, I counted, I could be wrong, but I think there's what, 60? Is it 60, 64, 66 characters total? Right? On this screen right now. Every single one of them you can choose as special moves. Some of them are a little bit anorexic on the special move list, like characters like Dairu, right? But could you imagine taking Dairu and creating him in modern day? Or Jarek, right? Or Darius, Reiko. You know, even characters like, you know, like people like we used to make fun of because he kind of looked like he was like a reject of the village people. Su Hao, Cobra, you know, Kira down here, right? Ashra coming. I mean, imagine Ashra. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, but when you have the systems, oh, they're going to be a Kameo fighter, right? And I've been saying this since I started talking about it. A Kameo fighter should be a non-playable or non-previously playable Mortal Kombat character that exists in the lore or somewhere in a game or a TV show like MK Conquest or the Defenders of the Realm show or you know, anywhere that you can go, hey, I know that character. That character was in a background stage, or that character was in the 95 comics, and they jump out and they do something. I cannot, like, the fact that they are actually relegating, like taking MK characters that are like, it doesn't mean it could be the worst character. Look, what's the worst character here? They're like the most uninteresting character. Maybe Dagon, Taven, you know, maybe Su Hao, Cobra, like very, very just vanilla, you know. And, like, everyone, there's going to be people out there that are fans of them. You know, I don't want to hear about time constraints, because they already admitted they spent the longest on any MK game before. But my worry is that they're going to adopt the stupid-ass assist system from MK11, where, you know, they'll just, like, either the character itself will like probably jump out now and do like a move and then disappear again. And that'll be it. We haven't had smoke since MK9, right? We haven't had separate cyborg ninjas since MK9, right? Like, we haven't had Ermac back. You know, obviously Ermac and Reptile come, like, there's no doubt they're coming back, right? But, you know, like, the whole Johnny Cage thing, the fact that, like, what? Like, he could be a cameo character? Well, some characters can be cameo and playable. Why don't you just make them all playable? How is it? When did Armageddon come out? Right? I'm gonna Google it. When did Mortal Kombat Armageddon come out? Hang on, Google, not YouTube. Came out, 2006, right? Right. So what's that? 17 years ago? Is that correct? Have I got the math right? Is that correct? 17 years? Or just make sure. Don't want to mess it up, right? In case someone like has a fit. Cool. Glad I passed math. Anyway, on YouTube. So how is it that 17 years ago, with a fully integrated, completely like detailed creator fighter mode and 60 odd characters fleshed out, again, some of them are a little anorexic, but at least you can play as them, right? With 2 fighting styles each, fatalities, an alternate costume each, right? And somehow, okay, how do I get the stage? How do I get the stage back up again? I can't remember. Is it that one? No, it's not that. No, it's not that. Go away. It's not that one. Not that. No, I don't want the handicap. Go away. I can't remember. Anyway, can't remember how to select the stage again. Oh, yeah, no, that's not it. Oh, hang on. No, that's not it. How is it that 17 years ago they could create a game, get my girlfriend back on, that had all of these characters, create a fighter, all the stages, interactive, you know, stages that you could literally kill someone just like that, and then here we are with apparently the longest development time ever in the history of Mortal Kombat game development. For whatever strange effing reason, they decide that they think it's a good idea to put characters that every single one in that roster that you could see would be a favorite to someone, as some of them as cameo fighters. Because the thing is though, and this is the sad part, I am trying to rack my brain around, like, have we just got it wrong? What's really going on? It's not a tag system because they would say so. It's literally described, I think, as an assist, right? Now, I wouldn't care, keep in mind, I wouldn't care if every single character was playable and then you could choose a secondary character as an assist. That's fine. Like, that would be awesome. It means that, you know, and those assist characters, right, have like a specific thing, you know, if you want to get funny about it. Well, I'm out of focus, there we go, right? If you want to get funny about it, you know, maybe Havoc as an assist has some sort of unique thing that he can do that you normally can't choose as the main character, but then that'd probably piss me off as well. So, you know, right, regardless, obviously as an assist, they don't have nowhere near access because they're only assist character, but then at least you don't feel like you're cut out. It means that you can sit there and you can go, I have this massive combination of stuff I can choose from. It's awesome. I can choose, say, Serena, Havoc can be my assist, or vice versa, and I never feel like I'm locked in and this is the bloody problem since MK10. They're obsessed, right, with trying to reinvent the wheel, trying to just, it's almost like, here's the elephant in the room, which is give everyone the MK characters that we've got up to this point. We're up, we've got now, it'll soon be 4 games, right, that they haven't done like a massive full roster up to that point. Let's not do that. Let's just, and that's what I worry about. How much time and money and effort has been spent on cinematic storytelling? Now, sure, if they've created a massive open world, Conquest 2.0, whew, yeah, okay. Maybe the cameos are part of that. I even saw a weird take, right, which was mentioned on Maximilian's video, how it may not even be a fighting game. Right? Just think about that for a minute. They actually reboot Mortal Kombat to not actually be a fighting game anymore. It becomes a Shaolin Monks or a Conquest where your cameo fighter is literally a character that actually follows you around. That's not going to happen, right? So it's not going to happen, right? Because that'd be weird. That'd be really weird. But so far, we are literally at a point where, most people, I think, with that pit in their stomach, know that this is a bad idea. Now, you got MK shills out there, right, that are literally like, they'll accept anything because it's Mortal Kombat, and I hate that. Because that's how things never get done properly, things never get changed, because you get so blinded by, oh, it's just Mortal Kombat, so it's all perfect. No, it's not. It's not, dude. It's not even close. Right? Something like a cameo system could absolutely turn off MK players. Like, that could literally be the nail in the coffin. Because people will be like, I've been waiting since MK9 to have Smoke as a playable character, and you relegate him to puffing farts off the screen as part of a combo for me. I don't give a shit whether or not I get to see them jump out. How is that exciting? Because you know what they'll do? They'll lock that shit behind some sort of resource, Like, you won't just be able to use it willy-nilly. It'll be tied into the energy bar, so you can't do it all the time, And like I said last video, I still reserve judgment despite my rants. But, they've got it. That's got to be like one of the first things they address. And then they do a Q&A, which was not a Q&A, right? Their first stream was like as useless as tits on a ball. You release all this information, and then you're like, hello, yeah, we're making Mortal Kombat 1. No shit, Sherlock. Thank you for telling us the absolute bloody obvious. How about you address the massive elephant in the room by telling us exactly what this system is? I don't give a crap about the story. I don't care. I've been waiting for a new MK game since MK11, and I want to know what the nitty-gritty is when it comes to who we are able to select. You could have taken this old dude in the back behind Katana and made him an assist character. That's what I'm saying. Like, the assist characters should have been non-playable or NPC characters in any MK game, any MK comic, any MK TV series, any MK cartoon, movie, whatever, background characters. Just that could have been awesome. You could have had this endless list of cameos, and then you have the main roster of playable characters up to that point, so nobody feels left out. At this point, right? You may as well just start playing Mugen Mortal Kombat games. You know why? Because people that make Mugen Mortal Kombat games actually give people what they want. They give them the characters that they want, special moves. You're playing as characters that have, as I just mentioned, only ever showed up in an NPC type role. right? Oh, man. I can't shake it that this is just a bad idea. And I want to be wrong. I want to be able to make a video going, you know what? I was a clown. I was worrying for nothing. It's all good, bro. It's going to be great. That's what I want to have happen. Don't get it twisted that thinking that somehow I want this game to fail. Right? But I have been playing MK since the beginning. I have seen massive and drastic and absolute downright idiotic decisions and behaviors when it comes to the creation, execution, and changes in these games in the last decade, right? And as a customer, they're supposed to earn my dollar. Look how many people got fooled by MK11. Right? Look how many people got fooled. You know, thinking it was going to be the next thing since sliced MK bread. And then what happened? They got their teeth into it and they realized it was a massive loot box. Didn't respect your time. Most of the characters are garbage. It's the worst character selection screen. The worst selection of characters at an MK game in history. History! So, what it comes down to is, NetherRealm, prove me wrong.